darkness spreads like a shadow, and the forest transforms into a maze of whispers. Have you ever felt the sensation of being watched? As we walk along tangled trails, each step echoes, and the trees seem to hide ancient secrets. I remember the first time I heard those voices. They weren't screams, but murmurs, as if nature itself was trying to communicate. Have you ever imagined what could be hidden among the leaves? What do those whispers really mean? Some people say they are echoes of lost souls, while others believe that forests hold stories that should never be told. When night falls, the atmosphere shifts, and everything takes on a new perspective. What was once familiar becomes threatening. What if I told you that every shadow could conceal a mystery? An urban legend that haunts the minds of those who dare to enter this realm of uncertainty. Have you ever wondered how far your courage can take you? Prepare yourself, because the forest is about to reveal its secrets, if you are willing to listen. When I started reading Whispers in the Woods Short 1, I quickly found myself drawn into an intriguing plot. The story revolves around a group of friends who decide to camp in an isolated forest, a setting that inherently carries a sense of mystery. As the narrative unfolds, conflicts begin to arise, not only among the characters but also between them and the environment around them. What initially seemed like a simple weekend adventure rapidly transforms into a fight for survival, which kept me completely engaged in the reading. The characters are well developed, each bringing a distinct personality trait to the group. We have the fearless leader who tries to keep everyone united, and the more skeptical voice who questions their decisions. This dynamic is crucial, as it creates a space for tension to build. The plot is a true dance between friendship and distrust, and I found myself reflecting on how, in extreme situations, true personalities can emerge. The central message of the story seems to revolve around the idea that the unknown can be both a source of fascination and terror. Throughout the narrative, I noticed that this duality is skillfully explored, prompting the reader to question how far curiosity can lead us. The forest, initially viewed as a refuge, becomes a character in its own right, full of secrets and dangers. This transformation made me think about how nature can be both welcoming and threatening. Additionally, the storyline touches on themes such as overcoming fear and the importance of unity in times of crisis. The characters are forced to confront not only external challenges but also the internal conflicts that arise. This psychological aspect of the story intrigued me, as each character, in their own way, must grapple with their demons while trying to survive. In conclusion, Whispers in the Woods Short 1 left me with a sense of unease and reflection. The way the conflicts intertwine with the story's themes is a testament to how a well-crafted narrative can go beyond mere entertainment. It's an experience that resonates with me, reminding me that often, the true fear lies not in the shadows of the forest, but within ourselves. The choice of the forest setting in Whispers in the Woods Short 1 is undoubtedly one of the most striking aspects of the work. From the very first descriptions, the forest comes alive with its towering trees and deep shadows. This setting not only serves as the backdrop for the story but also heightens the atmosphere of mystery and tension that permeates the narrative. I felt almost as if I were there, surrounded by a nature that was both beautiful and oppressive. The way the elements of the forest are described contributes to an air of uncertainty. The sounds of dry leaves crunching underfoot, the whisper of the wind through the branches, and even the silence that settles in at certain moments are employed to enhance the reader's experience. Every detail seems carefully chosen to transform the forest into a character that observes and waits, leaving me with a constant sensation of being watched. The dark atmosphere of the forest also reflects the emotional states of the characters. In moments of tension, the description of the environment becomes more intense, almost as if nature itself is reacting to what unfolds. This connection between the characters' feelings and the surrounding scenery is a technique that fascinated me. The forest is not just a backdrop, it interacts with the narrative, amplifying the conflicts and emotions at play. Moreover, the series of events within this forest environment heightens the sense of isolation. The fact that the characters are far from any help and surrounded by trees that seem to harbor secrets makes the situation even more distressing. I couldn't help but think about the vulnerability of the characters, who, even in a group, were completely at the mercy of what the forest might bring. Finally, the combination of the setting and the story's themes turns the forest into a symbol of primal fears, such as the unknown and loneliness. This aspect left me reflecting on how nature, often seen as a place of peace and tranquility, can also be a space of terror and discomfort. The duality that the forest represents in Whispers in the Woods Short 1 is one of the reasons why the narrative has stayed with me. When I think of Whispers in the Woods Short 1, I can't help but notice how the narrative thrives on elements of suspense and mystery. From the very beginning, the author seems to play with the reader's senses, using subtle sounds that echo through the forest. The crack of twigs underfoot and the whisper of the wind create a charged atmosphere, as if nature itself is conspiring to keep the reader on constant alert. Every little noise, no matter how trivial it may seem, carries a tension that makes us question what lies ahead. Silences also play a crucial role in this tension-building game. The absence of sound at certain moments is nearly deafening. It is in this void that the reader's imagination begins to work, filling in the blanks with terrifying possibilities. What could be lurking behind the trees? What are the characters not saying? This gradual construction of mystery is a technique that truly captures attention and curiosity, making me feel like I was part of that secret-filled forest. Moreover, the author skillfully uses expectation as a powerful tool. At times, we are led to believe that a revelation is about to occur, only to be left in suspense once again. This almost their strategy is effective because it keeps the adrenaline high, making me feel as if I were racing through the woods alongside the characters, always on the brink of uncovering something essential. The way the mysteries unfold throughout the narrative is also fascinating. Instead of dumping all the information at once, the author offers subtle clues, like breadcrumbs, that lead us to conclusions that may be both true and misleading. This not only heightens the tension but also adds a layer of complexity to the story, making me even more invested in each twist and turn. Ultimately, the combination of sounds, silences, and the careful construction of mystery transforms Whispers in the Woods into an almost cinematic experience. Each element contributes to a crescendo of suspense that honestly kept me glued to the page, eager to discover what would happen next. Heck, when it comes to character development in Whispers in the Woods Short 1, it's impossible not to notice how each character is shaped by the narrative and the events that unfold in the forest. The main characters, with their motivations and fears, are crafted so richly that they become almost tangible. The way they react to their environment and to one another reveals a great deal about their personalities, allowing me to feel a genuine connection with them. One of the most interesting aspects is the growth that each character undergoes throughout the story. At first, they might seem somewhat one-dimensional, but as the plot progresses, the layers of their personalities begin to unfold. For instance, a character who initially appears to be the typical tough guy reveals deep insecurities when faced with the challenges of the forest. This evolution made me reflect on how circumstances can unveil hidden aspects of who we are. The interactions between the characters are also crucial to the plot. Every dialogue, every exchanged glance carries weight that influences the decisions they make. When a character hesitates to move forward, for example, it's not just a moment of tension, it's a reflection of their past experiences and fears. These small details make the interactions feel more authentic and made me feel like I was witnessing something real and emotional. The dynamics between the main characters and their internal conflicts are also an essential part of the narrative. The choices they make in critical moments reveal their true motivations and values. A character who decides to confront their fears instead of fleeing, for instance, not only drives the plot forward but also delivers a powerful message about courage and self-discovery. Ultimately, the character development in Whispers in the Woods is a testament to the author's skill in creating memorable and complex figures. Each character carries with them a story that, while it may not be fully revealed, resonates with the reader. By the end, I find myself not only invested in unraveling the mysteries of the forest but also in the personal journeys of these characters who have captured my heart. When I think of Whispers in the Woods Short 1, one of the things that stands out to me is how the author skillfully utilizes symbolism. The forest, for instance, is not just a backdrop, it is a character in its own right. The trees, with their deep roots and towering trunks, symbolize the connection between the past and the present. They hold secrets and stories, just like the characters who venture along their paths. This relationship between humans and nature reflects the emotions and internal conflicts each character faces throughout the narrative. Another prominent symbol is the whispers that echo through the forest. These can be interpreted as the voices of the subconscious, bringing to light fears and insecurities that we often prefer to ignore. These whispers create an atmosphere of mystery, but they can also be seen as a call to reflection. Nature thus becomes a mirror of human anxieties, showing that often our greatest conflicts lie within ourselves, rather than in external circumstances. Moreover, the changing seasons in the story carry significant symbolism as well. The transition from autumn to winter, for example, can be viewed as a symbol of transformation and rebirth. Just as the leaves fall, forcing the characters to confront their deepest truths, the arrival of winter represents a period of introspection. This metaphor about the passage of time and the inevitability of change is one of the central themes the narrative explores, prompting readers to reflect on their own journeys. The metaphors present in the work also enhance the understanding of the themes addressed. For instance, the sound of rain can be interpreted as purification, a way to wash away the pains and traumas of the past. This idea of renewal is crucial for the development of the characters, who must face their inner demons to move forward in their lives. Each drop of rain that falls serves as a reminder that, despite hardships, there is always the possibility of starting anew. Finally, the relationship between humans and nature in the work is a powerful metaphor. The forest is not merely a physical space, it symbolizes the search for connection and belonging. As the characters venture into its mysteries, they are also on a journey of self-discovery, trying to find their place in the world. Thus, the symbolism and metaphors in Whispers in the Woods Short 1 not only enrich the narrative but also invite readers to reflect on their own existence and the interactions they have with the environment around them. As I walked back, the darkness felt heavier, as if the trees around me were whispering secrets I shouldn't hear. The echo of voices blended with the rustling leaves, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me. Have you ever felt that way? That pressure on your back, a chill that just won't let you be? I remembered the stories I had heard about those who got lost in the woods, who never returned. Did they hear the whispers too? What if those sounds were a warning? Or perhaps an invitation to join them forever? Each step I took seemed to lead me deeper into the web of the unknown. And suddenly, a shadow crossed my path. My heart raced. What was that? An illusion of my mind or something more sinister? And you, what would you do if you were in my place? Would you ignore the whispers or press on? Remember, the next time you hear a strange noise at night, it might be more than just the wind. It could be a call. What do these voices want from you? Let's find out together in the next stories. Sure. Please provide the text you would like me to translate, and I'll be happy to help with the translation while ensuring it is clear, engaging, and culturally appropriate for US English. Sure. Please provide the text you would like me to translate, and I'll ensure it is accurately and fluently translated into US English while preserving the context and tone. Sure. Please provide the text you would like translated, and I'll be happy to assist you with that.